Hello, my name is Adonis Perez, and today the topic I'm going to be talking about is international baseball in Dominican Republic. Okay, so the growth of baseball in the Dominican Republic has came a long way. It has created many life-changing opportunities for young athletes all over the island, and will continue to be something that is looked at as the ticket to get out of poverty for these people. I admire how seriously baseball is taken in the Dominican Republic. It is not just looked as a sport, it is more looked at as like a lifestyle to Dominicans. From my personal experience, the young athletes out there are just bred differently. They wake up, eat, and sleep baseball. I actually went to Santo Domingo, the capital of the Dominican Republic, for 2.5 months to train for baseball, and it was one of the greatest experiences I've had in my lifetime. It was definitely humbling, and it humbled me so much because I got to see how good we have it in the United States. Okay, so some of the greats from Dominican Republic and how they helped the growth. So baseball has grown extremely in the Dominican Republic because it is viewed by Dominicans as a way out, and also there has been a growth in development programs around the country, which is one of the main contributing factors in why baseball has grown so much there. And the kids are able to develop more because there are more opportunities for development. Another contributing factor is that a lot of the famous Dominican baseball players like Albert Pujols, and, Pedro Martinez, David Ortiz, and Robinson Cano, they all give back to their communities, and which contributes to the help and the growth in this country. Okay, so another contributing factor in the growth of this sport in this country is the warm climate all year round. Um, this allows young athletes to get better and compete year round. Baseball is a major part of Dominican culture, and it is not just looked at as a sport. Since there are many other sports to play outside of baseball, most kids just play baseball because that's what everyone else is doing. Children play on the streets and at school. The Dominican Republic will keep contributing to the economy and the culture of the nation while also producing top baseball talent. On the other hand, baseball in the Dominican Republic will continue to develop, but there are also difficulties that the nation must overcome. These challenges consist of the lack of resources and nutrition for these young athletes that are chasing their dreams. Also, there has been a growth in available development programs for athletes throughout the country. A lot of these athletes still do not have access to proper training facilities, coaching, or equipment. With that being said, baseball in the Dominican Republic has came a long way and still has much more room for improvement. So how did baseball start in the Dominican Republic? Baseball was introduced in the Dominican Republic in the late 19th centuries during a time where the United States was during a time where they were occupied by American soldiers, and American soldiers brought baseball to the Dominican Republic, and it basically became popular among the residents of the people who live in this country. Um, so Hall of Famers like Vladimir Guerrero, other baseball players like Juan Marichal, Pedro Martinez, they had a significant impact of the country's um, improvement and growth for baseball. Lastly, the future of Dominican baseball is looking bright. Many talented young players emerging from the country and are making their mark in professional baseball today. The Dominican Republic remains one of the top sources of international talent for the Major League Baseball, and many of the sport's biggest stars come from this country. The Dominican Republic has produced a number of prospects who have gone to have successful careers in the league, like Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero, like I mentioned, and Fernando Tatis Jr. Um, the success of these young athletes has helped to fuel the interest in baseball in the Dominican Republic and has encouraged young athletes to play ball. The reason why this country will continue to have a bright future in baseball is because of its rich tradition of producing talented players, and the infrastructure for developing baseball talent will continue to improve as well. Yes.